Fraser Mullet from Dunnville, Ontario, and I volunteered with the Canadian Olympic Committee at the 2014 Winter Games in Sochi, Russia. My journey to Russia started with a 10-hour flight from Toronto, where I ended up in Istanbul, Turkey. From there, I took a 2-hour flight to Sochi. So overall, it was about 12 hours. It was probably one of the longest journeys of my life. I was able to assist the access and accreditation table, registering the family and friends of the athletes. I was also able to help with the medal ceremonies. So when the athletes finished with a gold, silver, or bronze, they'd come back for a little bit of a party and a little bit of a ceremony to kind of congratulate them, and they could speak on behalf of themselves, their coaches, and right towards their family. As a recent sport management grad, I was just looking to kind of get ahead in the business world. So I just took this opportunity with the COC and hopefully can turn it into a profession one day. And this is my walk up to the park every day. Athletes Village. Crazy Russian police drivers. And the mountains. And the landfill behind that fence. It's disgusting. So my hotel was about 20 minutes from the Olympic Park. From my balcony you could see the Black Sea, so it was a pretty cool spot. The people there were great, so it was far from what everyone was hearing on the news back in Canada. I wasn't really nervous going over there with all the speculation on terrorists and the park not being finished and stuff like that. I think if you let that kind of control you, you really won't go anywhere in life. So I really tried to keep that in the back of my mind and kind of just think positive things when I was on my way to Russia. We worked a normal shift, about 8 hours in the morning or at night. So we were able to kind of get out and see the park or see Sochi, for that matter, every day. I was basically at an event every day or every other day, kind of taking in the scenery, taking in the people, the culture. So we had lots of time to travel around.
Oh yeah.
I'd say the biggest highlight for me is the women's hockey gold medal game. I ended up getting a ticket for $60, which is pretty cheap. The ending sure was a thriller. The place just erupted, so that was one of the biggest highlights. Right from day one, I think you just started connecting and networking with people. So I met tons of volunteers, other volunteers in the Canada House, ranging from early 20s to early 60s even. Met tons of athletes, tons of family and friends of the athletes. So it was a pretty cool vibe you got when you were going in there. So the nightlife was pretty active. We ended up going to the Switzerland House most times. It kind of catered to night events and concerts, and kind of that was the place to be. Definitely having a chance to socialize with many athletes at that spot too, just because it was such a secure area that was kind of where everyone ended up going. I didn't really realize I would get such a following kind of on my way to Russia, but you know, after a couple days and posting some pictures of being there, it was pretty quickly I found out that kind of everyone was supporting me from home, and it was really comforting to know that there was people behind you. It was a pretty neat experience having everyone kind of following you from back home. I would recommend this trip to anyone young or old. If you're into sport, then for sure I would definitely jump on the opportunity. But also if you're into traveling and meeting new people from different countries, that's definitely a good way to meet new friends and maybe be able to work a vacation out of it to another country. So the advice I would give is just to soak up the whole atmosphere. Spend the money you need to spend to see the events and do all the fun things, because it's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and it changes your life and makes you see the world in a different light for sure. but I was just trying to soak up.
Okay, I do. Move to us.
I might see you there. Something like that.
Yeah.
The trip was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, an experience I'll never forget. Simple.
I think we got it.
Yeah, that's pretty simple.